What's good, man? You know what's going on. It's Jay Rich.
It's me, Leandre. I already know.
You already know we back here for another episode of Jay and Dre, man.
Yes,
What's good with you, bro?
Well, good, man. How you been?
Hey, man, just been chilling, man, living my best life, you know what I'm saying? Just typical stuff, you feel me?
Yeah. I'm already knowing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I ain't gonna lie. And I got good reason to, because you already know. Can already get started talking about it, the Thunder in the finals.
Man, what is the city? We really deserve this, bro. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Like, you see, bro, we know you happy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He got the blanket over.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm a big Thunder fan.
Of course. And you've had that from the jump, too.
Yeah,
so.
bro. Have to ride for the city, man. And like you said, I think it's such a big deal, bro. Having been in the finals, last time it was 2012.
Yep.
You know, that was such a long time ago, bro.
Man.
Literally over a decade ago. So, you know, we
True.
were kids last time that happened. So, you know, it's different now. Just, you know, new team, new regime, bro. And I think it's exciting, bro, seeing the energy back around the city. I do kind of remember some of what it was like then, and it kind of feels like that now.
Of course, bro.
You know, even being like around downtown, bro, just everybody and just the excitement that's around, you know, it's unmatched, man.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I kind of take it. I feel like even back then, we kind of took it for granted, man.
Yeah,
like OKC,
honestly.
You know, we had a team like a good team from the start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
I am a Dallas Mavericks fan. You already know that, but I always root for the Thunder too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You can't hate on the hometown team.
No. It's no hate, bro. I love going to the games.
You know, it's like you said, bro. They were good from the jump, and going to the finals in 2012, man, it definitely felt like they were just getting started. You know, it felt like the first of many, even though they didn't win. So, you know, that not happening, you know, was kind of something that wasn't expected. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Just everything that would follow that, you know. And looking back on it, realizing that squad had three Hall of Famers, bro, 3 MVPs.
Ooh.
You know, it might be more than 3 Hall of Famers on that squad, but three solidified.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
I know what you mean.
But I mean, some that may be arguable, you know. But just obviously James Harden and Russ and KD, man, those 3 ended up, you know, all being MVPs. You know, running their own teams, bro. Just it's crazy to think, like.
Yeah, what Harden was able to do once leaving.
Yeah, and then now
running Houston.
Yeah,
took over Houston.
Yeah,
but even now, the Hall of Famer in his own right.
Exactly, and I think just also with the Thunder, what we're seeing now, it seems kind of like a new gen of that. Obviously with Chet, J-Dub, and SGA, man. So it's exciting, bro. And SGA solidifying that MVP, man, well deserved. You know, I think it should have been back to back, obviously, but I ain't gonna be bitter about it. You know, it's
definitely an argument, man.
Yeah.
SGA had it's some other stuff statistically, maybe like accolade wise that he did this year, but it's more like production and what we saw on the floor. Man, Shea been doing this.
Yeah, he been doing it.
He been cooking.
Yeah, and it's nothing negative towards Jokic because he's nice too, obviously.
Man,
and this
game's in a great place.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it shows a lot that he was able to win it this year, and you know, even we got that mural now and all the billboards that are.
I haven't been to the mural, bro. Where is it at?
It's like downtown. It's like close to. It's like off of like Main Street, kind of. Yeah. Okay. So, it's like it's close to the police station, so to speak.
Oh, okay, on that side.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's nice though. I ain't gonna lie, it's real good work and everything.
Yeah, I need to go. I need to check that out, bro.
Yeah, man, you should. You should, man. It's dope. And if you do, bro, just walk around downtown, bro. You see all like the paint people got like on the windows, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff Thunder, and it's all the posters and murals and stuff, man. Like, it's amazing to see like how people really ride for the team, and I love that, honestly. You know. Yeah,
it's a great time like to be in the city, like what you were kind of saying, like getting back to what it was back then. You know, like seeing those same things. I mean, like you even go to like restaurants and stuff, like you'll see pictures of the players on the walls. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we haven't seen that since like like KD, James Harden, and Russ were doing stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
Or just this one more thing, just like the T-shirts on the corners, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I wish that was year round. Really,
they got that up the street from the crib now, man. Yeah, I literally saw that. It was over here, on the corner. Man, that's crazy. Yeah. I've been seeing that a lot more too. So it definitely shows a lot. And obviously the finals been a big deal, and you know, it's going to be a lot of people from, you know, who are not from Oklahoma City who will be here to see that, you know. Even with it being two small market teams, I know there's been a lot of talk about maybe it's not going to be as much excitement, but I don't know, man. I think it's the finals. The MVP is going to be playing.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? The Thunder's shown they're the best team in the league. Like, who doesn't want to see that, you know?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to come watch the best team play? And even with the Pacers, bro, like.
I'm sorry, bro.
You good? Bless you, man. Hey, it's that time of the year, man.
My allergies, y'all. Hey, I apologize.
We live in Oklahoma, man.
We leaving it in there though. Y'all gotta hear it.
We live in Oklahoma though. The pollen count is ridiculous here. Ooh. So if you live here, you understand. And if you're not, you just gotta come and see. So, right. But anyways, like the Pacers, man, them like rightfully winning like the East, you know, like they definitely showed that they up for the challenge to me.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, bro, even on some just kind of funny stuff, like how did I guess it was the video of Halliburton walking up like when they were about to announce it, and then they said Siakam.
Yeah.
I mean,
he thought he was gonna win it, but I ain't gonna lie, I kind of thought he was too.
Yeah, I thought he was too. I'm just kind of like, dang, that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
But I think he's deserved it too.
Yeah, I'm about to say Siakam definitely showed up, and he had a great closeout game too. So
yeah, I think they look at that a lot.
Yeah,
but I feel like they should be looking at the entire series.
Yeah,
not just a closeout game.
Yeah, but I think it just Halliburton had a really bad game before then. What was it?
Like
game 5? Yeah, that was bad.
I guess that it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that any of them played well though.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
You know.
I don't know what Siakam's numbers were that game.
I don't know either. Maybe probably better.
But I know Halliburton got benched, I think, a lot earlier than some of the other players did, too, if I remember. While I was watching.
His lows can be low, but...
Yeah. But with that being said, though, yeah, I think he still he's had a great playoff run so far.
Definitely.
And... Bro, I think, like I said, bro, they're going to be up for the challenge. But
they are.
I still think the Thunder's going to win. I don't think they're any match for the Thunder. I think it's their year. No. And I think that we're going to bring it home, you know.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Looking forward to the parade. Yeah, I'm already saying it.
Ooh, the parade. Yeah. Man. I'm for sure at the parade.
There.
Like, for sure.
Be there. Yeah, man. I think it's going to be exciting times. So, like, what's your predictions, man? Like,
on the
finals?
Series?
Yeah, series.
I'm gonna say 4-2.
4-2?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4-2. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not trying to. I think the Pacers are a good team, bro. I really do. You know, I mean, I feel like they have a good like bench, just like the Thunder do. You know, maybe it's not as deep, but I think they do. Like, at least they have a bench. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yes, what I've seen from the Thunder, like. When you got Lou Dort and Chet going off, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like Lou Dort really the X factor for them to me. You know what I mean? Like when he can start hitting, and he gonna play defense. You know, got Caruso. Exactly. I just think I'm not gonna be like, oh, they finna sweep the Pacers. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect the Pacers, bro.
Yeah.
Like why am I disrespecting them?
I feel it.
Come on, bro. Like, I just how I see it, bro. You think they gonna get swept?
I don't know, man. Hey, listen.
Damn, all right. You
Pacers,
know what? I forgot who I was talking to.
Pacers, Racers, Lemon Drop Tracers, don't matter.
Oh!
Thunder in 5. You heard it from me first.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I give them the gentleman's sweep. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they get one. I'm being generous.
They have. I mean, they gentlemen sweep the Timberwolves, man.
Yeah.
Woo.
And I think the Timberwolves are a better team than the Pacers. So.
Ooh. I don't think so. But
you don't think so?
Nah,
I don't know.
They don't got no bench, bro.
Yeah. You think
like not consistently.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know?
I think the Pacers bench is definitely better.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
That's fair.
But really, if Ant isn't on or Julius Randle's not on, bro, they're dying.
Yeah, okay. I see what you mean. That's fair enough. I don't know, man. Yeah, I can't knock the Pacers. I know they're a good team, but Bro, just the way the Thunder have played. I think one thing that's nice too, though, that I think it'd be interesting to see how they match up because they both do fast pace. You know, like the Pacers run a lot,
Right.
You know, and I think they rely a lot on forcing turnovers. You know, fast break points. So
that's what I'm saying. They really do match up well.
Yeah,
bro.
they do.
I just think you're right. One team has a lot more like wow factor. Like they can turn up to another level that nobody in the league can do.
Right, and it's
like,
hard to match.
My God.
Because once the Thunder turn it on, bro,
it's over, bro.
You can't do anything about that. So, and they made it this far, bro. I think they're gonna get it. I think it's gonna happen this year.
That's gonna be like that's a dream, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I can't. Like that's really a dream come true.
Yeah.
Like we haven't witnessed that yet. Like
no, we haven't.
I don't know how to even say about that. Like going to that parade, even. That's gonna be so.
That'll be a first time thing, yeah, man.
City, we lit, we turned up. Let's go.
We turned it up for sure. We well deserved too, man. We need it for sure.
Man, real
a big thing, man. And I think another thing I want to talk about too, though, is just with the talk of like the playoffs. How do you feel about like this playoffs in terms of how it shapes like individual players and where they rank amongst like the top. The top NBA players. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta have Shea. And Jokic. Shea is definitely, if you don't have him as the best or second best, like
he has to be the best, bro. He won MVP. Like, there's no,
yeah, that's true.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. No, he's definitely. I think what makes him even more special is he's been upping up his passing too. Mm-hmm. Like he's kind of learned how to like I'm gonna create for others too.
Yeah.
And I can like that 40 and 10 game, and that was he controlled the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know like Jokic is really right there too, bro. It's so close.
He is. It's like 1A, 1B type.
Yeah, but I mean, this is Shea's year.
Yeah.
His league. You know what I'm saying? Like he can say that just as much as Jokic can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We've seen that with the best of the best, bro. When they go back and forth, like 1 year another player have their better season, and next year another player get the better of them, bro. But it's not that any of them are like slacking off per se. It's just it's that competition, bro. That drive for them to be the best. Like, it brings that out of them, man.
It does.
Things they ain't never did before, so it's exciting to see. And I think obviously this run too. We were just talking about Halliburton, man. I definitely think that this playoff run has propelled him more into the conversation. Yeah. I think he was already there in some respect, but I think this run, man, you gotta, because bro, that game he had where he had 32 points and 15 assists with 0 turnovers.
Man, in a playoff a conference finals game.
What? Man, do you know how insane 30
points and 15 assists with no turnovers is.
Bro,
and that's what
we've literally never seen anything like that ever.
No, he's hooping, bro. Yeah, Allie be hooping.
Yeah, and I feel like he hasn't gotten a whole lot of respect around his,
you're right.
Like some people do, but I feel like a lot of people don't.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, they call him the most over.
Exactly.
And they said that was voted by the players.
That's crazy. And you know what? He did? He's like, what's the Jordan meme? And I took that personally. And this man came out and it was like, I'll show y'all overrated.
I took that person.
Bro, what? Hitting the Knicks with the choke, bro.
That
man is
he's funny for that. It's like you rehearsed that, bro. You knew he told her
he
told her the night before, bro. I'm gonna hit him with the.
Why not, too? Especially given the context of that game with them coming back like that.
Mm-hmm. And I was thinking,
I know he said he thought that it was the game winner and not for the tie.
Yeah, true. I guess
in his head really thinking that he did that for the win. Like, absolutely, I would do it too. Of course. Like, you have to. It's the same context. Yeah, exactly.
You have to feed on.
You have to, bro. You have to hit him with that. So, and I think even though it wasn't for the win, I think it was still hard. Just to send it to overtime. I think it's still
that didn't change anything about it.
Exactly. Right? I think it's still his.
And they won the game too.
Facts.
And they won the series, so it's like because he did that game 1.
Yeah. Just out the gate.
He's funny for that, bro.
He didn't waste no time.
As soon as he got on the floor. Dang, I mean,
Yeah,
let's a little segment for the Knicks. Y'all did get packed up, but they were.
Packed up is crazy, man.
They did though. They made a little fight.
Imagine Spike Lee walking home in that outfit he had on.
It just be killing me when Spike be on the road and they lose like that. It just be like, man, Spike don't deserve that, bro.
Man, about to go. Did you see that suit he had on?
No, I ain't see it.
Man, listen,
Oh
bro.
Lord,
It looked like something. You gotta go look it up, bro. It was a blue and orange striped suit with a hat to match, man. It was crazy.
Spike, where do you buy this stuff from?
Bro, you remember Tom and Jerry when the cats used to dress up in like the suits with the hats, bro? That's what he looked like. I can't make it up. Go look it up, bro. I'm not kidding. Like that, or man, I don't even know, bro. Some like villain in Gotham or something. So somebody about to go fight Batman or some shit. It's crazy. But, respect to Spike Lee, bro. I like what he does with his films, But that outfit was crazy.
He did have a few of those though. It's always
Wearing that to go watch your team lose is gotta be tough work.
Take that off, bro.
Man, what?
But I mean, they got packed up.
Yeah.
So the game's on Thursday, right?
Yep, Thursday, June 5th, 7:30 p.m. Be there, be square. Well, I ain't gonna actually be there because the tickets is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It's just, I ain't gonna lie. If they was reasonable, I would have probably been willing to pay a hefty amount, even if it was sitting like up there in Loud City.
Oh yeah, you still there at a finals game.
But after seeing what those tickets was, I was like, yeah, bro, not even about to. Like when I looked, bro, it was like $900 and $800
for the 300s.
Yes, bro.
$900 for a Loud
I think maybe
City?
some of like the lowest may have been like 800, 700. But yeah, bro, it's clicked.
That's wild.
You can only imagine what it was like in the lower levels, bro. Like,
ooh, dang, a finals game. It's like
talking 5 figures.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even realize
it's the finals. I already know what comes with that. Big time event. It's definitely the center stage now for sure. I was still kind of hoping that maybe it would have been a little reasonable, but
yeah,
man, I don't know. With that being said, I'll be somewhere watching it, not in Paycom Center. That's for sure.
It's all good, man. You know,
for sure. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really don't. But I love the fact that at least it's holding that value here in OKC. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
man. So, and I mean, I did see, just scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on social media, there was someone talking about like an OKC dynasty. Like this could be the start of a dynasty.
Oh, for sure. This is definitely how it feels. Like I said, like when the Thunder first won in 2012, it feels like first of many for sure.
Yeah.
But this time it definitely feels a little more tangible. For some reason, I don't know.
No, it should, bro. Yeah. They've shown that on the court. Even
yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say because the West seems like they're on another level. Yeah,
it is.
So. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that. I feel like that Nuggets series looked like a final series, low-key.
Yeah, and it could have been because those were the two best players in the league going against each other.
Yeah. So,
and to that point, I think Jalen Brunson, because we were talking about some of the players who have kind of up their stats a little bit. Jalen Brunson, I think, also deserves some credit. Even though they didn't win, I think he still performed well. I do kind of have some questions now, I don't know. We talked about Anthony Edwards, and you still big on him. And I'm not saying that I don't think he's still gonna be that guy because I think he is. I think he's still gonna do great things, and I think he's a future MVP personally. But
he got that killer.
I think he could have performed maybe just a little bit better against the Thunder.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's no question though. I don't know what it was though. I think maybe it's because people just kind of go at a level of maturity type of thing. But I don't know. I think he got better a lot. He got a lot better this season. Because going into the top 5 or all NBA, I think he got snubbed.
Yeah.
I think he should have been a first team All NBA player. And
it's just hard though, man. It's like that's one of the ones where you always feel like somebody gets snubbed, every year. Like it's gonna feel that way regardless.
Yeah.
It's just tough to make.
It is tough because I feel like they picked Jason Tatum over him.
Yeah.
And I mean, Tatum's still like that.
Right.
I just think Ant was unguardable, bro.
Yeah.
But we're talking about playoffs, and I feel like people are kind of overreacting though. Like, this is still Ant Edwards, bro. 23 years old. Like,
and that's exactly why I said I'm not jumping the gun on any of that.
Like, come on now.
He's still got plenty of time to get that together. It happens.
And they gotta figure
and it's not all him, exactly.
Yeah,
it's not all on him. The team as a whole could be a lot better.
I think they're lacking a point guard, bro.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'll pay respect to Mike Conley, but I don't think he shouldn't be starting for them, bro.
Yeah.
At this point,
he's been in the league a long time, so that's impressive for him to have this longevity. But kind of like you said, maybe somebody that can kind of give you a little bit more production. Yeah, maybe can take over a game if needed too.
That would be dynamic for them, bro. So it's not as much pressure on Ant to have to do that.
It would have been nice if they could have pulled someone like a De'Aaron Fox. I know he's at the Spurs, but I think that's the caliber of player that I'm thinking. I don't think that's too much to think. Consider not super team era. Anyways, you need 3 players who can really go get a bucket like that. So
yeah, I think so, bro. So I mean, I think that, and I wanted to mention too Giannis. Yeah, Giannis is still in that top 5.
Yeah. So speaking of Giannis, man, what do you think is next for him, bro, in terms of his future? I've heard rumors that he might be considering some trades or.
Yeah, he's definitely considering trades. Yeah. I think he's on the move for sure.
Where do you think he ends up if he goes somewhere? Man. Like assuming he does,
One place I really don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but because I really don't hope it happens.
San Antonio.
Yes, bro.
Oh my God, bro.
I hope that doesn't happen, bro. But I feel
that would be the worst thing for the league. That would actually, because we talked about that before, bro. That would completely shift. That would literally completely shift like the whole dynamic of the league, bro.
Yes, it would. It would, and even like a play style wise, you're even saying, or you're just saying like what else?
Yeah, because you're gonna have to if you don't have 2 big men on your roster,
it's over.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. It'll be going because now you're right. It's like that small ball era we're still in. Like you just need 1 big, and everyone else will he needs to be able to switch. You know what I mean? Like, but that with Giannis and
Wemby on the same team on the court at the same time.
You gotta go get Embiid and Jokic.
That's crazy to think about.
You know what I mean? Like that's not even right.
Yeah.
So I do feel like it's a possibility because I don't know how, but the Spurs got the 2nd pick, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
That shit's pissing me off.
And the Bucks really should be in. Yeah, it's all good, man. But the Bucks should really want that pick. But I hope they don't do it. I really hope they don't do it. Man. I even may have heard something that KD is trying to see where Giannis goes. Like, what if KD goes to the Bucks?
That would be crazy.
I'm not saying it's gonna be something I'm just saying
after Giannis leaves, maybe team up with.
I'm saying Giannis stays.
And then KD goes in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that happening, but I don't know. Because I think maybe Giannis might be fed up with the organization. If he wants to leave, I'm thinking that's what it is at this point.
You think he's gone?
Yeah.
He probably gone. KD's not going to change his mind.
Because I think it might be more about the organization for him at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, I don't know. Yeah, the Bucks, they did get a championship there, and that says a lot. But, obviously the Bucks isn't a dynasty we think about a whole lot in terms of winning. They did have a little bit of history with...
Back in the day.
Yeah, but as far as, modern era, this is...
No.
This is all we've known in terms of them being really, really good. Having Giannis. And
that's true.
OGs remember the Brandon Jennings era, and even further back than that.
Michael Redd.
Yeah. even further back than that, bro. Ray Allen, yeah.
And even, I mean, I'll bring, like Sidney Moncrief on them.
Yeah, bro.
I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, you bringing up some gems, man. Yeah, that's some classic, man. But I don't know. I say all that to say, like, I don't know, Giannis going somewhere like the Spurs would be so dangerous, man. And I know there was talks like the Thunder didn't perform good, like them going again, but I don't think they need Giannis.
They don't need him, but I think low key they should.
That would be crazy.
But they don't need him, bro. They don't.
That would just be throwing salt on the wound for everybody.
Man, I'm hoping that, and even going to that, as a Mavs fan, like, as much as Giannis is still top 5, let's just take Cooper Flag, bro. Like, I get it. I understand it, but I'm not banking on our present. Like, I think it'll be a great team, but I just want to solidify some type of future.
Yeah.
Please.
I think you have to trade it away, Luka. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a choice, bro. Like, don't just get caught in that.
Is good enough to where I think he'll still be able to impact the present. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, but going for Giannis would be kind of a crazy move.
Giannis is, I mean, it's like
and team
any other
scenario. The idea of him playing with Anthony Davis too, like, I ain't gonna lie, man, that is a little tempting,
It is that I feel you, bro. Like, I just want to see what Kyrie looks like after injury, bro.
That's a good point.
And I don't, and I love that Anthony Davis decided to finish out the year. Like, he could have just packed it in and, like, we'll come back next year, but we wouldn't have got that pick if he didn't do that.
Yeah.
So, and at the same time, I don't know how I feel about the injury prone aspect of Anthony Davis to you get a Giannis. Giannis could be put in the same situation, having to be out there on the floor by himself again. And that's not going to be a happy Giannis, bro.
Yeah.
And I just, that's what I'm really.
Okay, so what about KD then?
Shit, yeah. That's a lower risk, bro.
Yeah,
and we don't have to trade away a number 1 pick for that.
That's true.
You ain't no way the Suns going to get that.
Yeah. And I heard that, I don't know if it was real or not. I didn't fact check it, but maybe Devin Booker could be.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why the Suns would do that. Like, it doesn't make any sense for them.
Did you see the season they had, bro?
Yeah, but I feel like Devin Booker's still elite, bro.
I don't disagree with you, but he's also been at the Suns for a long time. So, I think
it doesn't make sense for them, though.
I just feel like, when teams rebuild, bro, they be cleaning house. So, like, that's kind of how it happens. And the way they played, the season they had this year, even with superstars on that team, it was like, yeah, bro, it might be time for them to.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to sound like no hater or nothing, because I agree with what you're saying. Devin Booker is still, I think he's still like that. But it's if you're trying to, like, really rebuild, I don't know if they. I don't know, bro, if they can do the win now thing anymore. That's why I don't know if I think the days might be a little bit past them. That's what I'm trying to say. Because you just did it. You just put, because, bro, listen, bro, you just went to the finals. You went, well, not just went to the finals. That was some years ago, right? Yeah. And you lost, bro. And trying to recover from that, bro. Then you go and get KD. You bring in Bradley Beal, and that doesn't work out. Well, and we're not talking about just not working out. Like, it was bad, bro. Like, they didn't have a good year.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But to me, I think Devin Booker can be around that championship culture, bro.
But like, who though? Like, if that's the case, then who do you even bring into the, like, what type of players would it? Because he needs superstars to play with. He needs other superstars. It can't just be, role players.
I mean, yeah, that's for any star, bro.
Right. So and I'm thinking at this point, if this Devin Booker,
who fits his play style,
I'm saying, like, I think if it's this point, if I'm Devin Booker, bro, it's probably easier for him to go somewhere else than to try to bring in superstars.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I'm thinking as an organization though. Like, I don't think it's smart for them to trade him. I don't. I really don't, bro.
I mean, yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Like, and I'm like, what is the value for Devin Booker too?
I think you get a lot for him, but But what you were saying, like,
You
I see what you
would.
mean when you say you don't think it's smart, but I think it all just depends on, like, I guess if the Suns are ready to pull, like, if they're ready to pull the plug or not.
But this is my thing. To what you're saying, if you had the Suns, if you were the owner of the Suns, you're telling me you're trading Devin Booker. You don't believe in his game.
If I'm ready to rebuild, yes. And what I'm saying is
why can he be? He can't be a part of a rebuild. He's still relatively younger, bro. You don't. Why are you getting mad?
I'm not getting mad, bro.
I'm just like, bro, like you don't think his game can translate to other. You think you must think he's a cancer in the locker room.
Nah, I don't think that, bro. How old is Devin Booker, bro? I just feel
I
like.
don't know. But yeah, that's a good question. But it's
I just feel like I don't know, bro.
You think he's cooked?
At 28, bro, if you're rebuilding, I don't think you do that with a 28-year-old superstar. I don't think you do that. I
That's
think
a prime star. 28?
Right, and he's in his prime, which means that you're trying to win now. So either you still keep trying and trying to get some other superstars, because Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant ain't working. No. I think Bradley Beal got a no trade clause. So
yeah, Brad's not leaving.
Yeah. So you try to get somebody for KD, which I mean it's probably the more reasonable thing to do still, is maybe try to get another superstar. But I think maybe I'm just being, I think that maybe it's almost time for them to rebuild. And I say if you do a rebuild, it's definitely not what a player that's in their prime and ready to win now. This is what I'm saying.
Okay, I got you.
Like if I'm the Suns organization, I am ready to rebuild. Like nah, I'm definitely getting rid of Devin Booker while he is in his prime, so I can get draft picks. Like Sam Presti would do.
Offload Booker? I don't like it, bro. I don't. Now,
not if you're trying to rebuild, bro, even?
No, bro.
Why, though? Like, how? Because, like, how quick do you think a rebuild is going to happen, bro? Like, do you...
Bro,
why not?
I could trust my scouting, bro.
Yeah.
To go get the pieces that I need. I know that's going to take time. But, I mean, look at the Thunder, bro. Like... Shay's 26. I mean,
yeah, but to be fair, bro, I think the Thunder is setting a really high standard for rebuilding. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think the way they did it was almost like, and maybe I'm being biased as a Thunder fan, but I mean, Sam Presti got he won the award this year for the
yeah.
I think it just shows, bro. Like that rebuild was masterful, bro, and it happened quick though, like really quick.
It did, yeah. I mean,
and most rebuilds don't just be happening that fast. I feel like
no, they don't. I think he's a player you can still win with. That's just why I wouldn't trade.
So
him.
then you thinking like win now, then right? So like the rebuild. I'm thinking is like
you're saying
fresh rebuild. Like that's why I said like cleaning house. Like when you tank.
I'm trying to win, bro. I think you don't have to do that. I think like I'm trying to win. I don't want to just lose, bro. If I have Devin, I don't want to waste Devin Booker.
Right. I see what you're saying, and that's why I said I don't disagree with your original statement of like Devin Booker is still good enough to do that. I just am wondering, like, if I'm the Suns, like, who is the person that you even bring in? Like, how do you solve this problem that they have right now?
Yeah. I mean, I was even thinking Giannis maybe, but I don't think they can. They don't have enough to trade.
And see, I feel like another problem is that they don't really have a solid bench like that either.
They don't. What I think you need to wait for Bradley Beal's contract to be up, and you got to get rid of Brad. Like, you have to.
Because, bro, how much
and
is
you got to
Bradley
trade
Beal
KD. I'm trading
like,
50 million, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm trading KD.
For that production, I'm not going to lie. And this is, coming from the Wizards fan that's in me, bro. Like, that's ridiculous. For him to be playing the way he is and getting paid.
He's robbing them, yes. And I don't know what happened because Bradley Beal, I think maybe the injuries,
Yeah, for sure.
Because prime Bradley Beal,
he was putting up 30 a game.
Man, he had the scoring title.
Yeah, he did.
Like, that was.
You already know I know.
Yeah.
Because I was definitely
buckets.
pro Bradley Beal being the best shooter guard in the league at that time. I was saying that.
Most definitely, yes, he was.
Like, yeah, I stand on that hill, too.
Yeah.
We can go back and pull up the numbers.
Yeah, but that's not who they got.
Right. It's not. That's what I'm saying. Whatever he's doing now, that's tough. And that's hard as an organization, too, because you paid that money thinking that was the Bradley Beal you was going to get.
They just was looking at the numbers, and, the stats and
but
stuff.
He's always been injury prone too.
Yeah,
so that's
true.
That's the thing. So you kind of right about that.
Yeah,
so,
even trading like Mikal Bridges. Even I kind of thought that was just like for what?
Right.
But what did they get? I don't know. Well, who cares? We can move on.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Can't believe I talked this much about the Suns, man.
Yeah. Bro, on that note, we probably take a break. It's been like, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah.
Bet.